Hello, it is I, Skinnydude, and I'm here with Torva.
Hey, what's up?
And we're here for the second installment of this card review. 5 new cards came out since we did the last one, and since I'm going to be gone, starting the 20th, so the day after when these things come out? Yeah, day after when these things come out, we figured get these 5 in quick before we get going, and we'll be good to go with that. Alright, because these are some pretty impactful ones to the story. So, let's dive in. So we're going to win the first one here. First one we got is Armadillo?
Armadillo.
Armadillo.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I mean, I think he looks cute. I like the design of him. It's like an Oblivitron. The design looks, like, the art looks cool. 6 mana for a 4/7. Taunt. Beast. At the end of your turn, give all taunt minions in your hand +2/+2. I think, like, odd warrior couldn't use this, but if you did a taunt warrior kind of thing with the quest in wild.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wild.
Wild would love this. As far as standard, your Zeliax gets buffed.
There could be like a huge payoff with this, but like
it's an immediate effect. It's not a battle cry, right?
Yeah, at the end of their turn though, so you're gonna get one off for sure. One is guaranteed.
Warrior has no class mechs right now. As I'm looking, I don't see any class mechs for Warrior.
Well, what makes this weird is it's a beast. It's not even a mech. So it's like
you can't get it with your Omega cards, right?
Yeah. It's
that is funky. Yeah, you can't go with Omega Assembly.
I mean, it looks like a mech, but it's a beast, I guess. So. I mean, I feel like they did that on purpose. You know, I feel like there's reasons behind that.
I'm trying to think what mechs. Well, okay, there's Bronze Gatekeeper, Magnetic Taunt that's a mech, so you could get that for your Omega Assembly. Maybe you run Phantom Militia, a 3 mana, 4/6 for, and then Echo isn't bad, but the Echoes won't have it, obviously. Some warriors play Hecklebot in a brawl to just try to fish stuff out.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to look at other things. Zeliax, obviously.
Yeah, Zeliax is the big one.
You could get Rusty Recycler, the 5 mana 2/6 Taunt Lifesteal mech from Omega Assembly. Then buff that. Safeguard's a 6 mana 4/5 Taunt. Death Rattle summon a 0/5 Volt safe with Taunt. So that could be a 6 mana 6/7. Which is not bad at all with Taunt. That drops a 0/5 Taunt. And this is assuming it's only in your hand for 1 turn. You can, if this thing stays out with it being a 4/7, like, that's not bad stats. And it has Taunt on top of it.
Yeah, what is the Paladin card that buffs your hand? Doesn't it give like
Glowstone Technician? The one that's in standard right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 5 mana 3/4 battle cry. Give all minions in your hand +2/+2. Now, if this thing said all minions, obviously this thing would be broken.
5 mana 3/4.
I suppose it was 6 mana 4/7.
Yeah,
and this thing has taunt, right? So this thing on its own, just its stats aren't awful at all.
And you could get multiple like procs off.
Yeah. So if this thing stays out 2 times, you just gave your taunt minions in your hand +4/+4.
Yeah. I mean, I think this definitely has potential. I mean, it's not a bad card, really.
We gotta see more, too. Because the only other thing we've seen for Warrior is that Rush Reborn mummy-looking dude. Like, if they add more taunt stuff, like, that seems good, you know?
Yeah. I think this is like a 3.5 somewhere.
Yeah, I think on its own, I think it's definitely like, I think 3.5 is fair. I mean, its stats aren't bad. Like, a 6 mana 4/7 taunt is not awful alone. And then if they...
It's not horrible.
Yeah. There's no really, like, good taunts I could see Warrior playing on its own besides Zeliax. If Omega Assembly's in no taunts, then...
Man,
it's a different story.
Stonehill Defender, Tar Creeper, I remember those guys.
Yeah, and Wild, this thing's gonna be nuts. Wild, this bolster taunt warrior is gonna be disgusting in Wild with this little guy. But as far as standard, it's definitely we'll have to see. Yeah. when we see like, oh, a bunch of taunt stuff to go with the Armadillo, you know. All right, so the first one's out of the way. Now we're getting into the actual nuts and bolts here of this video on why we made it, and that was because the new saviors, quote unquote, the saviors of the Uldum, saviors of Uldum are here, you know. So I think some are good, some are bad. All right, let's get into it. First one we got.
I love this.
Yes, I think this one's pretty cool. Dino Tamer Brann, 7 mana, 2/4 battle cry. If your deck has no duplicates, summon King Crush. I think it's awesome.
This card alone is probably gonna make me play Hunter.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
this card.
this card looks really good, right?
Yeah.
Now there's no neutral things right now in Hearthstone that say if you have no dupes, but that's a theme with all these hero cards. If you have no duplicates, do that. Which I find kind of weird, right? Because the League of Evil didn't have anything specific like that, but...
Well, maybe that's their defeat.
That they have no dupes? That they have dupes? Duplicates? Yeah. I mean, let's be real, right? A 7 mana 2/4 that hinders your deck building, meaning you have to play one of each things.
Okay. I mean... That can be bad, but I feel like Hunter just has a lot of stuff that they throw in anyway, so I feel like they can make do. I don't know. I like the card. Just seems pretty good.
Like I'm looking at the Hunter cards now, and like they can make do without it. I think.
Yeah.
As far as making,
I think it's pretty good. And you have a potential to get 2 King Crushes. You know,
if you play one,
throw one in your deck. Yeah,
right?
You can play one and you can play this.
So look at this, right? It's a 7 mana 2/4 that summons an 8/8 with charge. So altogether it's a 7.
And you can have Leroy in your deck as well. So like this could be.
It's and that's right. That's something impactful. This is probably one of the first charge cards Hearthstone's added in a while, if you think about it.
I feel like this makes Hunter way better.
Like a lot of the stuff that they've added were rush, not charge. This is a 7 mana 10/12.
Are we going to see Charge Hunter? Is that going to be a deck?
They have Tundra around, like, gives all your beasts charge, and then they play that on 5, 7 mana, high mana on 6.
Charge Hunter confirmed?
Like, they could play Elyse, which is a 5 mana 3/2 that fills your hand with 1/1s with Rush, but, like, that's another, like, decent one of kind minis that they don't care. Like, I could see this being in Hunter decks. Easy.
Yeah, you throw in, like, Reckless Rocketeers as well.
You just play charge and go face.
Just
like
charge. Yeah, just
play kill commands.
Honestly, I feel like that'll work. I feel like that will work. I'm not gonna lie.
So Brann went from having your battle cry trigger oh my god, in Wild, because Brann is 3 mana, you play normal Brann and then you play this Brann, you summon 2 King Crushes.
Oh, double King. And if somehow you get why can't I think of his name?
Shaw? What do you think of it? Describe him.
The mage legendary. Why can't I think of his name?
Toki?
No, the 2/2 that doubles your summons.
Oh,
why can't I
Archmage Urgal. I only know that because I've been playing it.
Not Urgal.
Yeah.
Not Urgal. It's
whenever you draw a card, duplicate it.
Yeah, no, the other one. The one that summons double. The one that we just got. Literally the one that we just got.
Hexler Malachris?
No.
Oh, Khadgar.
Khadgar, there you go. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think.
I've been playing a very legendary heavy,
you got Khadgar.
legendary heavy tech mage, and it's been doing quite well. So, yeah, if you got Khadgar. So when you have no decks, you don't duplicate, summon 2 King Crushes. Like, why is this I feel like this is like one of the best ones that we're gonna see here from the heroes. Rating.
I like it.
I think this is like a 4.6. Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 4.5.
It hinders your deck building, but I agree with you. Hunters, I don't think care. And then you could play. Wait, you could Dire Frenzy on the King Crush. Not the turn you summon it, but the next turn, which you're gonna shuffle 3 11/11 King Crushes into your deck.
Oh yeah, that could be pretty nice.
Right, Dire Frenzy is a 4 mana card.
Yeah.
Yeah, gives +3/+3 shuffles.
But you can only
copies.
run one of them.
You can only run one of them. I agree, but you could play this coin, do that.
I still think it could work. I feel like
that would be so nuts.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I mean, the potential of having that much charge power, I feel like.
I do like
Especially
that they
Hearthstone.
didn't make this card a beast, even though there's a dinosaur in the art. Because if they did that, then you could Dino Frenzy
Brann
this.
himself isn't a
Yes, I
beast.
agree. Brann himself is not. But, yeah, I think
But
it's
that
like...
King Crush that he gets is a beast.
It does limit your deck building, but I feel like that payoff of
Yeah,
hitting the
I feel
opponent
like
for
it'll
8
work.
in the face and then playing your own King Crush to hit them for another 8 in the face.
Yeah,
I'm,
I don't play Hunter at all. Like that's like the least played hero that I have.
yeah,
But I feel like this will make me play
or
Hunter.
at least try it, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try because like it just looks fun. Yeah,
It does
like
look
imagine
fun.
just like there's gonna be some highlights.
I want him to like just yell and like I want to hear his battle cry when you play it. Like I want to hear what Brann yells like.
This is also another bad thing for evolving and stuff. Like there's been so
You're
many
right.
of those types of things.
You're
So
right.
if you evolve and get a 7-mana 2/4, that's gonna.
You're right. I feel like definitely Evolved Shaman's taking some hits with all these crazy battle cry stuff that they've introduced, but Conjure Mage is still strong, summoning a Mountain
Yeah,
Giant and a Grave Horror as their options, being the only two options. So
honestly, I'd be fine with it being 8 mana and just give it +1/+1.
8 mana 3/5.
Like, yeah.
I don't mind this being 7. Turn 7, you slap this thing down, get a King Crush 2 turns early, and then turn 9, slap down another King Crush.
Yeah, you could save a coin, I guess. You could just like turn 8 do it, so you could have turn 7.
Turn
And that's
7
gonna be
this.
16 damage.
Assuming.
Well, actually, you'll be able to hit with a second King Crush again if they didn't kill it.
So that's.
That'll be 24 damage alone.
Yeah.
And if Brann's still alive, that's 26.
You're almost going to kill the opponent turn 8, and that's not counting any damage you've done to their face
Yeah,
prior.
like hero power, yeah, like all that.
Beforehand.
That's pretty, it's pretty nice.
I agree. I feel like that's pretty nuts. So you said like 4.8? I agree with you.
I was saying 4.5. I'm
Alright,
definitely gonna play it.
I'm thinking 4.8. I feel like this is a good trade-off. I feel like you could do Singleton Hunter easy. So, alright. We're going to keep going. This card's definitely looking like a good one. Alright, next card. Elyse the Enlightened. 5 mana 5/5. If your deck has no duplicates, duplicate your hand.
This is
I do want to remind you, there is a card called Floop.
yeah.
That
Yeah, so you can just keep
you play Elyse and then you play Floop, which will be another Elyse, so you will have 2 copies of your whole hand. For Druid, that could be 3 Loosenbarks.
yeah, it's a lot of. I feel like where I think this is really gonna shine is Token Druid, just because
You think Token?
they tend, yeah,
They
'cause
run
they
out
tend
of
to
stuff?
run out of cards fast in certain types, and I feel like this could be like a, double your tokens type of. Get those
Something
cards.
that I thought was interesting, right, is so her hero power is based around your battle cry trigger, like fusing. You do both of your choose one effects, right?
Yeah.
So you would play this in like a choose one probably kind of deck, because then you can then duplicate all your choose one mechanics to give both, and then you duplicate them. So then you can play more of those fused hybrid things. In addition to just playing bees, overkill Druid with bees. But I agree with you, right? So if you play things like if you have like the Forest Aid in your hand, you play it, and you could twin spell it. Then you can play it and twin spell it because you got a copy.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is a 5-drop, so there's not a lot of 5-drops in Token Druid. So because that's like the awkward turn for Token Druid, because you have a lot of those, the 3-mana twin spell that you have Savage Roar. Turn 6 you could play, but what are you gonna do on turn 5? You could have Savage Roar in your hand, or you could have even, well, you can't run duplicates, so you could have Savage Roar. You could duplicate it, play 2 Savage Roars on 6.
Turn 6, yeah, no, you're right. The other thing I saw was
this
you could splinter graph this.
Oh yeah.
If it's out,
you get another one.
10/10 copy to your hand.
You could just have infinite up, because you could just splinter graft and then wait. Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah.
No. What? No.
Yeah, because you have Splintergraft in your hand, you play this.
Yeah,
You duplicate the
you get
Splintergraft, and then you play the Splintergraft
on
onto
this,
Elyse.
and then you play
And
the
then
copied Elyse. Just copy your
yeah, and then you just
Splintergraph.
get so you could have it technically if they don't kill him, you could have infinite Elyse.
You're right. That is very true.
You could just keep
You
going.
could do it with Youthful Brew too. But yeah, you could just
Oh, yeah.
legit keep going. That's a nutty idea.
Infinite combo.
Zola's not here anymore, but Youthful Brew.
Oh yeah, if you had Zola like for the backup, you could even like return it to your hand with something under. Don't we have? Or did those rotate out?
Youthful Brewmaster. It's the
Did
only
that
way.
rotate?
Youthful Brewmaster?
Yeah.
That's neutral. I'm going to the Ancient
Oh,
Brewmaster.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you could do that. You could like add it to your hand again.
Mm-hmm.
You could have infinite Elyses. You could just keep going with that.
It is a 2-turn like thing, but yes, you definitely could. Meaning like you would have to spend your entire turn doing each time because Splintergraph costs 8 and the new Elyse would cost 10. But if you want to spend your entire turn doing that, you could probably out-control every control warrior.
I mean, if there was board, you could use Gloop on the same turn and kill a bunch of stuff. You could like swipe maybe.
Well, no, because once you send it back to the hand, it becomes a 10-10, right? 10 mana, 10-10.
Oh yeah.
I think
it's
10 mana.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, you could loosen bar
possible.
and get copies.
It's like an infinite thing. So if your opponent has nothing in hand or really anything, you could just go off with.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're like a control warrior, they can't control all this. You can't control the infinites, you know?
Yeah, it's just value, you know. I mean, you're not consuming anything. You're just playing a bunch of stuff that you get for.
That sounds like a fun deck I want to try. Infinite, Elyse, and Splintergraft. Yeah. And your opponent's like, oh, well.
If only Zola was a thing. Oh man.
Yeah, Zola's
wild though. You could just you could do it so much. I mean, Zola it.
Yeah. Play it Zola, play it Zola.
You could have infinite. Yeah, you could just play it Zola, play it Zola. Keep going.
Mm-hmm. Turn 8. At least you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, then you could just keep doing it. You don't have to stop. I mean, sure, it's an 8 mana 7.
But your hand would get full eventually. That's the drawback. Like, you would have to spend a turn emptying your hand. Otherwise, you won't be able to add the copies. Because it duplicates your whole hand.
Your hand's going to be full of the copies. Let's be real here.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to play out your copies. So you can't, like, every turn do it. You'd have to play out stuff, you know. But
or you could just Zola your Zolas and just have infinite Zolas.
Yes, you could. Like,
play 3 Zolas.
Like how Rogue did it.
Yeah.
Or copy Cliff
with that brawl. You know that brawl where you like reduce the cost to 3? I'm pretty sure I showed you.
Yeah. And you just play Zola's turn 1. It's like, huh.
I also did that with Barista Lynching.
Yeah, like, I can see you doing that with Barista. Oh, yeah.
There's infinite Baristas for 0 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Concede.
I mean, copying all your choose 1 stuff seems pretty fun.
Yeah.
Hearing all this, it's now definitely changed my mind to make it be like, I'm thinking like 4.2.
I'm just thinking a flat 4.
Duplicate your whole hand, you know, but then what? Like, you need that Splintergraft, you need like a Zola or a Youthful Brew. Some way to like get the value, keep going.
If you think about this on its own, it's still a value play. I mean, you play it. Say you have 6 cards in hand, you play this. You essentially just drew 5 cards out of nowhere.
Is it? Yeah, but like, is it enough?
It's a 5 mana 5/5, so it's not like you're losing out.
It says if your deck has no duplicates, give a duplicate of your hand. Is what it says.
Yeah.
So in reality, you're just kind of getting another copy of cards. Now, getting another copy of cards such as legendaries is huge, like Floop and Sonaris and things like that. But other cards, not so much.
Yeah. I mean, it all kind of depends on what you have in. But I mean, with the combos though, like what we just talked about, that could be pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
You could, I mean, you could also somehow throw Emerus in there. You know, you start doubling.
Just have a hunter card in your hand somehow.
Oh yeah, get that Emerus in there.
Get that hunter card rolling. All right, good to move on.
Yeah.
All right. Next card, Reno the Ecologist. 6 mana, 4/6. Okay, stats. All right. Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, deal 10 damage randomly split among all enemy minions. A lot of people were disappointed because this Reno was not as good as the other Reno.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed. I mean, it's not a horrible card.
It's definitely not bad.
It's just not. It doesn't stand out. It's not like, you know.
I mean, it could be a board clear.
Well, yeah, but this isn't. I feel like this isn't something you just throw in your deck. You know, there's a lot of cards that like you just throw in because they're good. Like I mean, Zilliax, for example.
I mean, this you need to make sure your deck has no duplicates to do this.
And
is that good enough?
I don't know if that's good because okay.
Compared to the other two we saw, I do not feel like I feel like he drew the short straw out of all these.
Yeah, because I mean, it is 10 damage split among all enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just one target, it's very comparable to that 4 mana 4/5 Omega deal 10 damage.
Devastator, yeah. Look at it that way. That card sees play.
But it's a 4 mana 4/5.
And this is a 6 mana 4/6. And you have the no duplicates. And it does it randomly split. So, like, it could kill 2 minions. It could kill 4. It could kill a board full if they all have, like, 1 to 2 health.
Yeah, but it also could kill nothing.
What do you mean?
That's always a possibility. It could kill nothing. What if your opponent has 2 8/8s on the board and you play this and it doesn't kill either of them?
That is true.
I mean, whereas
I feel like 10 was not a strong enough number.
Yeah, I feel like if this was 15, I would be fine with it.
And especially the thing that gets me to is it says minions, right? If you're going to limit it to minions, make that 10 be higher.
Yeah, I definitely.
Because Blizzard, this is competing with the Blizzard spot in a deck for 6 mana. People are going to play Blizzard over this because Blizzard deals 2 damage, yeah, but it at least freezes them. So they can't do anything next turn. Like, if you also froze them, that'd be cool, too. Like, if your deck has no duplicates, deal 10 damage randomly split among all enemy minions and freeze them.
Yeah, I feel like,
or freeze the targets that he dealt damage to. That would be nice. That'd be really cool. Because then you do that on 6, then you play Flame Strike on 7. Like, I agree. I don't feel like just dealing 10 randomly is enough. This is Reno Jackson. The Reno the Chemo Jackson that healed the ladder of all of its aggressive decks because when you draw it, you would heal up to full. It made the no duplicates worth it because all of a sudden you're like, oh, bam, I'm at full health.
Yeah, I mean, it was you could throw it in any deck, and it's just like a backup save.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as you're willing to not put in any.
Yeah, well, like, if he made this deal 15 or 20, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, this is Reno the board clear Jackson. But no.
I mean, I feel like 20 is a little too. I feel like 15 would be a good number. Or they could make it say, like, enemies instead of just.
Enemy minions.
Enemy minions.
I agree.
So, like, the hero.
Like, if they said deal 10 damage randomly split among all enemies, and if your opponent doesn't have anything out, so what if it's a 6 mana Pyroblast? I think that's what they were afraid of. If you clear the board and your opponent doesn't have anything out.
Yeah, but you still have to run half of your deck pretty much because you can't have any duplicates. I mean, your Conjurer's Calling, I mean, you sure it has, the
Twin Spell.
Double cast, but Twin Spell, but you can only run one now. You can only run one giant. You can't, like.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this. Because Mage, that was like the deck right there. That when that came out, you had the Giants, you had your Twin Spell with the Conjurer's Calling.
Heck, it's still used.
Deck right there. But with this, that's you're not going to get that.
Yeah, does this steer players enough away from Conjure
I
Mage?
feel like it does.
Or, yeah, I personally don't feel like it does.
I think it definitely buff, but I highly doubt that.
I don't think they'll do it. Like, now that they've leaked and said, hey, this is what they're releasing now, said, hey, this is your boy Reno with his machine gun. Okay. His machine gun has 10 bullets that can only hit minions. I think, okay, if I'm being honest, right? I feel like this is Mage's way to deal with the reborn mechanic. You gotta think about that now. The meta's gonna change when these cards come out. Cards such as Priest and players like Priest are going to be playing the Reborn mechanic where they come back with 1 health.
I still think it should be 15.
My question is, does this kill the minion and the Reborn? Probably not, right?
Yeah, the Reborn it's probably like a death rattle, right?
I agree. I think. If it does it during the Reborn, I think that's a little nutty. Because then it kills the minion and it's Reborn. In that case, this card seems good.
You can't guarantee all that unless it's like specific board. But
I mean, if your opponent has 3 minions with 3 health or less, they're all dying.
Yeah.
So it's better than Blizzard for that sake.
But most of the time,
it's like
this
okay,
is turn 6, right? So
yeah, I feel like it's a better spell damage shooting star, if that makes sense. If you know the spell shooting star that deals 1 damage to a minion and then the same to its next door neighbors. Yeah.
I don't feel like it's good.
I agree.
I mean, it's not.
I liked Reno.
It's just not enough.
Yeah, 15. I feel like would have made players be like, oh, okay, it's a lot better.
Yeah, 15 would have been a really goal.
Like we said a bunch of times, you're changing your deck. That's what ultimately comes down to. You now have to have everything in your deck to then slip this guy in to then say, okay. Yeah, I dealt 10 damage. Randomly split among all enemy minions. But
yeah, and Mage just has so much better control options than just 10 damage randomly, and it doesn't work because I mean Flame Strike I feel like is just way better and it's only 1 more mana.
A good wild card to kind of compare this to. Do you remember the card Ronin?
Oh yeah. It added the 3
arcane missiles.
Arcane missiles.
How that's really no different, right? I mean, yeah, that was a death rattle. But
well, I feel like with that spell damage was at play, so it became different.
With that, spell damage wasn't a thing. Yeah, it wasn't a major thing like it is now, at least. I think he was 7 mana, right? But he was also 7/7, I think.
I'm
going right now to look. I'm checking right now.
9 mana. I think he was 9.
I'm going right now. Oh, no, 8 mana for a 7/7. Death Rattle. Add 3 copies of Arcane Missiles to your hand. Right, so that's, I think, one of the closest comparisons we could do for this. Because 3 Arcane Missiles is 9 bullets. But those can also all go phase. His can't.
They have the...
Don't get me wrong, 6 mana for 4/6 isn't awful. But,
it's not good. Okay, so... Hearthstone has the power level of cards. I feel like have definitely changed since, all of that stuff. I mean, we've had a lot of higher powered cards. Past has seen. So I feel like generally in this current state, it needs to be better than the past. It needs to be better than what we've had. And this just isn't. It's not. Because, I mean, you look at all these sets, the recent sets we've had. I mean, even Witchwood. Witchwood was, way better than Catacombs, I feel like. It was way better.
Well, in terms of power level, I mean, that was because Ungoro was, nuts like crazy. Think about how much Firefly and Tar Creeper were used. That was the meta at that time.
Oh, yeah. Firefly.
And, no, because Kobolds gave Fungomancer and Bone Mare. Those cards were still really nutty.
Well, yeah,
before they nerfed Bone Mare.
You think about Witchwood, I mean, Baku and Gen alone created an entire meta.
That was it.
Created an entire...
But that was it, though. Yeah, that's all the sun was 2 legendaries, and that's why I thought they rotate them sooner than later. But I do want to add.
Yeah, they like immediately rotate.
Yeah, that next year they were like, yeah, no. I do want to add something with this card. There's that card right now called Hexlord Malacross. 8 mana, 5/5 Battlecry. Add a copy of your opening hand to your hand. So I think 2 Reno Jacksons or 2 Reno the Relicologists seem pretty good. Meaning you play them on 6 and you play them on 7.
Yeah,
that sounds like a board clear.
I mean, Witchwood had Life Drinker, Witchwood Piper, Witchwood Grizzly, Nightmare Amalgam, Bale Banker, Voodoo Doll.
Those do see play. I'll give you props, yeah.
Mossy Horror.
Mossy Horror saw play during Giggling's time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so I take it back. You're right. There's cards that have seen play.
Splinter Grass.
But I don't think that they've seen like as much impact compared to Baku and Gens.
Dire Frenzy was huge. Dire Frenzy was big.
With the scale hides.
Houndmaster Shaw.
Houndmaster Shaw sees play. I fought it today. Yeah, but anyway. So back to Reno here. What's your overall rating?
I'm gonna say 2.5.
My thing is, yeah, I feel like I must be generous. I'm gonna give him a 3, and here's why. Remember Kazakis? How it was a neutral legendary that had all these hero things? Or all these new savior mechanics with having no duplicates? I feel like they're gonna add another neutral thing that'll do that. And after I see that, I feel like we can better judge these other ones, because that's the other, if your deck has no duplicates, synergy. Right?
Yeah, you had to just put 2 of them.
So, well, okay. We gotta remember, too, Reno didn't come out at that time, did it? Reno was part of the League of Explorers. And when did that come out?
A while ago. A few years.
I know. Did it come out around the time that... Okay, it came out November 12th, 2015. 2015. Wow, that sounds like a long time ago. Now we have... When did the Gadget Zan come out? Because that's what brought Kazakis.
Gadget Zan... Wasn't that like 2016?
I'm reading 2018.
No.
I don't feel like
Or it
that's
was
right.
like late 2015, right? Right? Or am I...
I'm looking right now. December 1st, 2016. So, Gadgetson came out about a year after Reno did, which added Reno. So the deck, like Raza Priest, right? It was Reno, Kazakis, and Raza. If your deck has no duplicates. So we might not see any other if your deck has no duplicate stuff this time. But in the next set, or even next year, we could when these things are still in standard.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when Reno could see a lot of time. Elyse. I feel like people are gonna be branding like crazy, getting King Crushes. And Elyse is still pretty good too. So I'm gonna give it a 3. Because I feel like it could still come around, and with Malacross potentially copying this, giving you a second Reno sounds really good to me. So,
yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
You're 2.5? Alright. Now let's see the last one, who I'm really excited for. That looks pretty darn cool. Sir Finley of the Sands. 2 mana, 2/3 Murloc. Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, discover an upgraded hero power. Now this is a beautiful thing that looks just like Sir Finley. Yeah. Except Sir Finley, I think, was neutral. Wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was. The reason why they made him 2 attack and 2 mana is because of Crystology.
What?
You already know. Crystology alone, because it just draws it. It auto draws it.
What do you...
Crystology, the Paladin card.
It doesn't auto draw this.
It draws 2 1-attack minions from your deck.
Okay.
That's why they made it 2 attack.
So you don't draw it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the original Sir Finley was a 1 mana 1/3.
You're right. So they gave it 2 attack to make sure you wouldn't draw the Crystology. I get it. Yes, you couldn't fish for it.
Yeah. That's exactly why they did that.
Could this see in a Murloc deck? I'm feeling unless they add more, no.
I feel like it could.
You need no duplicates.
That's true.
That means you can't have a war leader. That means you can't have... Well, okay.
You can. You just can only have one.
But Murloc Shaman is definitely a more stronger powerhouse kind of card, right?
That's true.
I'm looking right now for Murlocs.
Either way, this is just good for Paladin because...
Like, yeah, there's no Murlocs right now in Standard that are for Paladin. But, nonetheless...
I mean, you get an upgraded hero power right off the... You know, if you get this...
Yeah, I do feel like an upgraded hero power is quite nice.
Turn 2, playing this, like...
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could get that Hunter 3 damage to the face every turn.
If you're playing aggressive, yeah.
Or you could just get that 4 heal every turn.
I don't feel like you'd need the 4 heal, but I do feel that I agree with you. The Hunter one's good. I think that the Druid. I think the Druid's better than the Mage because you get 2 attack and 2 armor.
Yeah, yeah.
You could summon 2 1/1 recruits. Equip it to 2 dagger, or just 2 mana draw a card. That's not awful at all if you're playing like an aggressive deck. Or if you have to play defensive, you do have the priest one, like you said, or the tank up warrior one.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like the priest one could work because okay, we lost Uther, so there's no like OTK anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if an OTK possibility ever comes up, you know, getting that priest hero power. I mean, you also have Kangor, which doubles your healing. You have
Kangor,
3 mana. Why can't I think of it? Your hero's immune.
Timeout.
Pause. Timeout. Yeah. So you have that. You have you have lay on hands. You know, draw 3 cards, heal.
Like I feel like this does a lot more than we saw Reno do. Right.
Yeah, this is definitely.
This stays that way for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you're getting that hero power, and you know, even if you don't get like the one that you want, you're getting a good hero power. Like it's better than what you had, and it's a 2 mana 2/3, so it's not like it's bad.
No, like its stats are really good for a Murloc. Underbelly Angler's this stats. Granted, Underbelly Angler, which is a rare, adds another Murloc to your hand when you play another Murloc. This still...
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I do want to add, speaking of Murlocs, remember the last video when we were talking about that Wasp for Shaman? That deals 3 damage if you have a Lackey out?
Yeah.
We forgot about Sludge Slurper for Murloc. It's a 1 mana 2/1 overload.
Yeah.
That'll get on your second turn, you can play the Lackey, and assuming the Lackey survives turn 3, you can easily play that Wasp. I do want to bring that up because I have a feeling as soon as... Since we forgot to cover it, everyone will be like, it's got Sludge Slurper.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
I didn't think about him either until I saw him today. I was like, oh, that's right. But, anyway, back to the Murloc train with this guy. If we see other Murloc support for Paladin, I could totally see another Murloc Paladin being there.
Yeah.
I feel like in WoW this is great.
I mean, it's just great all around, I feel like, to be honest. It's a good card.
I feel like the worst options you could get if you're playing an aggressive deck and you play this guy are the Warrior one, the Priest one, and the Warlock one, question mark?
I mean, if you're aggressive, you're throwing out your hand. That's going to be some fuel right there.
Yeah, so even that's not bad. Because, like, Druid, Mage... Oh, no. That's it. It's Shaman.
Druid.
It would be Shaman.
Druid is good.
Yeah, it would be Shaman... Shaman, Warrior, and Priest are the 3 worst ones that you don't want to roll with this thing at the same time.
I mean, what are the chances that you get all 3 of those?
That's what I'm saying. It's a small chance. But I'm saying, you could. If you do, you're like, oh. Shaman's your best bet with summoning 1/1, or getting that 0/2 to protect your boys, or getting spell damage for your Consect to hit him in the face.
Yeah, you could go for, like, the Shaman and just go all spell damage if you have any... just, like...
You could. You gotta pick between 3, but you could.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Final rating on this guy.
You know what? I think this is a 5-star. I feel like this. I mean, okay, it's a Paladin card, so you know, Paladin itself is going to be getting upgraded hero powers. No other school, I mean, from what we've seen so far, Paladin is literally the only school that's going to be able to upgrade their hero power.
That's fair. And having upgraded hero power is pretty big.
Yeah, that's an advantage of the whole game, unless they play like Doctor Boom or something. But like,
That's turn 7. Hackath's turn 8. I agree with you.
Yeah, this is a turn. I mean, you have a potential to get a turn 2, and it's not bad stats at all. And you could get some pretty good value.
I agree. Okay, so it's worth not having duplicates.
Yeah, it definitely is, for sure. I mean, Baku again was like...
This might sound crazy, but people have done it before. Let's say you just play 2 war leaders in your deck. As soon as you draw one of them and then play this guy, you're good.
Yeah, you could. You honestly could.
Now we're saying, like, it's just your deck has to have no duplicates. Doesn't mean when you start the game you have no duplicates, you know?
Yeah, so when you get that war leader, you play this.
It's an idea.
But, yeah, if you're willing to do something like that. But I feel like Shaman just does beat, though, to be honest.
Oh, Shaman has a beat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Until they add more stuff. But we don't know. Have we seen any other Paladin? Yeah. We've seen a lot of the 1 health Paladin thing.
Yeah.
And this thing doesn't have 1 health. Like the Tiger and the leader that gets 1 attack every time you summon something. And that Wasp that adds 2 Wasps to your hand with 1 health. Those didn't look too sharp. But if you have no duplicates, and those are aggressive cards, then again that Hunter hero power is quite nice. And then for 3 every turn.
Oh yeah. 3 damage, take it. Or
Right.
you could even get the Rogue hero power, you could get the Druid hero power.
Yeah, the Rogue hero power saves you from having to tap it next turn.
Yeah.
Well, no it doesn't. But you get 4 damage actually. I think Rogue's the best.
Oh, yeah, you get 4 damage. And then you could not waste 2 mana the next turn.
I mean, you attack with it the second time and then equip a new one, right? Because it's a 2/2 dagger.
Yeah, you could.
But, yeah.
But you don't have to. You're not limited.
You're right. Alrighty, so I think overall, I'm excited for. I think Sir Finley, I think
you know what
is one of the best. That or Brann.
Brann.
I hear you.
Brann,
I mean, what we've seen today, what we've seen in this segment, out of these guys, what are you feeling? You're the most excited to see in action, or to use?
To be quite honest with you, I'm definitely gonna play Hunter just because of Brann.
Yeah, that is what I figured.
Yeah, and I will play Paladin, but what I'm most excited for is Rogue. I can't believe I haven't seen any Rogue legendaries yet. This is like...
Well, I haven't seen any Priest ones.
Well, you know what? Priest is Priest, okay?
I mean, there's been no Priest ones. I'm just gonna be that guy.
I get you, okay? We're in the same boat, okay? We haven't seen any of the...
Our classes.
Cool. Yeah, our favorite classes, like,
I feel bad for Mage, though. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Mage needed too much. Like, they have Conjures going, and unless Blizzard adds, a bad 12 drop, then that's not happening. Like, there's not gonna be...
You know what, I really do feel like that kind of influenced how bad Reno kind of is, because they got, you have to think, they got Khadgar, they got Caligos, they got Conjurer's Calling. Like,
yeah, Caligos was huge. Khadgar was great.
They got some pretty lit cards last set.
Okay, yeah. So we gotta be a little fair here then to this Reno and be like, okay.
They got some pretty...
Mage, you had a lot of
cards.
They see play.
Those cards are always going to be played until they rotate out. I mean, even in Wild, they're going to see play.
Mm-hmm. Caligos is nuts because it gives you immediate value.
Yeah, you could just...
Did you see the picture I sent in the Discord today? With no. So I had a Caligos out, right? And earlier I Toki'd and I got a Rafam. So I was able to, since I had the Caligos out and then I played Rafam, I got to use Rafam's artifact that I discovered that turn. I made my Caligos be a 14/22 and hit the warrior in the face for 14.
That is insane.
Like, that's something that you would never see unless you went to Wild or you got a Toki off a Messenger Raven. Yeah. Like I did.
Or you could even...
And like the warrior was like blown away. He was like, wow. And I'm gonna be honest, if I was the other guy on the other end, I'd just be like, oh my god.
That's crazy.
But like that was a combo that was really cool. So like Caligos made that possible. So now with this Reno in the mix, Maybe it's
Yeah, I
play
do
with
feel
things
like
that.
that's where the influence came from, though, because they did get some really powerful stuff.
I mean, and we realized too, we haven't seen the Mage Quest yet. Oh no, we have. The Mage Quest was play 15 spells, then you discover like
Yeah,
a
the
spell that
horrible
didn't start.
quest, the
Uh,
garbage trash
yeah,
quest.
so Mage didn't get the best in this expansion.
I mean, okay, the last expansion they kind of dominated, though. You have to admit they
Dude,
had like,
Conjures is disgusting. They still use
yeah,
it.
Conjurers
And
alone.
Cyclone
Like
Mage,
when I saw that card, I was like,
where they
what?
literally play Sorcerer's Apprentice on 2, into Banana Buffoon on 3,
You know,
which then lets them play 2 bananas, because now they call 0 with the Sorcerer's Apprentice, into the Elemental Evocation, which then makes their Cyclone call 0. Then they play the Cyclone and they get 3 to 4 different spells back. Like, they can do that all on turn 3. And then their hand is still full with big spells. And then they draw their Giant next turn, play their Giant, the Mountain Giant, and then play Conjures on it like turn 6 or 7. And it's like, oh my god.
you know, does Conjurer's Calling really need Twin Spell? Like, let's be honest here. Does it really need
I
Twin
think that's
Spell?
what makes it a little. Or if they
Yeah,
made it
like,
so it only targets the enemy minions, that would kill the card. Potentially.
well, I mean, I'd feel like it would destroy the card if that was the case.
No, because
Because
you're then
there's
killing your.
only specific.
What?
There's only specific instances.
The
where
mechs
that
running
would-
around?
Yeah, mechs. Like that's literally buff. Any buff.
Okay.
Would be.
Hunter plays mechs, Warrior plays mechs, Paladin plays mechs.
That's true, but you're still okay. You're playing 3 mana,
Yep. To give
to
your opponent
kill
2
something.
minions. But,
but you're
You killed
giving
it.
them two minions.
yeah.
I mean, okay, put it this way. How many times do you see mages using Conjurer's Calling on opponent's minions?
I had to do it today. When I was
never
fighting a
see it,
mech
like,
paladin that had Glowstone Technician, who then
really?
played his 4 mana, like the thing that goes hello, hello, the upgraded Noyotron. And then he played
I've never seen it.
the
I've
1
never seen
mana,
it.
the 1 mana magnetizing thing that had got the buff of the Glowstone Tech. He played 2 mana. I was like, ooh, I don't want to fight a 4 mana 10/12. Let's Conjurer's Calling that.
I've honestly
So-
never seen it.
I mean, yeah,
To
you
be
give your
honest.
opponent 2 minions, but
But I mean, that's just because doing it to yourself is such a big payoff, you know. Like,
sometimes.
well, okay, the current state, you know, most of the time they get their giant out there and they just fill the board.
I do
with
feel
giants
like
and
a
that 7/9
way
taunt.
to pseudo nerf Conjurer's Calling, add a 12 drop with a really strong battle cry, but its stats are awful.
Oh yeah, that would be.
That's how they can.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think
Like
that's one of the
a
ways to
12
fix Conjurer's Calling.
12 mana 0/1 taunt like battle cry.
No, or like if it was like a warrior card, right? That was like a 12 mana like 4/4, but its battle cry is like gain 10 armor and it reduces its cost by every armor that you have, or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Called like the bulk builder or something. So that way, when the mage's Conjurer's Calling, they don't get the priest's 12 mana 0/8 taunt or their mountain giant. They have a third option thrown in that could make it bad. It would pseudo nerf it, so people would still play it. They just wouldn't get an 8/8 and a 7/8 for 3 mana, and then
Well,
8/8
they
and,
would-
and an 8/8 next turn.
I feel like people would just do a different mana cost though.
That's the best. Like there is no other one that's like phenomenal like that.
Yeah, but I mean, you could still go with 8 drops. A lot of
8
8
is the
drops.
next sweet spot, but like you could get Hexlord Malacross, an 8 mana 5/5 with a good battle cry. But it's an 8 mana 5/5, so it's less than what you
But that's
probably
still
put
a
in.
5/5,
Lich King's
and
gone.
I mean, okay, even if you get 2 5/5s, that's still a 10/10.
As opposed to what you just got rid of your what minion in mage, that's an 8 mana 5/5. The point is though, right? The thing that made Mountain Giant so good was you could discount the cost and play it early, but
Yeah.
it's a 12/12 on board. That's why that is so good, because it's a 12/12 on the board. It doesn't keep its mana reduction that you played it as. if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the early game. That's why it's good in the early game. But even then, you can't really count it out in the late game, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could just fill your board up.
Yeah. Okay. So, you like the, overall, you said you like the Brann. I agree with you. I think the Brann's definitely one of the best ones, Sir Finley. And then I think Elyse is definitely fun with trying the duplicate package. She does seem pretty good with her. And then Floop, because then you get 2 Floops, so you could Floop an Elyse into a Flooped Elyse to get 4 copies of everything. So that's 4 Lucembarks coming at the opponent, assuming it works that way. Oh, no.
Yeah, we'll
no,
see.
the Floop would copy itself. Never mind. The Floop would then play as a Floop. Okay. But it was a good idea in hindsight. Alright. Everybody watching this video, be sure to like, comment to us your thoughts. What do you think about these saviors here, the new cards that they released? Which of these do you guys like the best or think we'll see the most play? Is there combos or things that we didn't think about? Because I guarantee there is. If you see other weird, cool, or have interesting thoughts or things that you feel like sharing, be sure to comment down below in the description so that we can see what you guys think. I'm going to be gone from August 20th and July 20th until like August 3rd is when I come back. But I bet you I won't be streaming that day because I'm going to be exhausted. So it probably won't be till that following week when you guys will see me start streaming and doing other video updates. So don't forget, I believe the set comes out when, Torva?
The 6th, pretty sure.
I think it's the 8th.
The 8th?
I'm going to check right now.
Sure?
Yep, the 6th. The 6th, you're right. I just checked, the 6th. Don't forget, it comes out the 6th. So, assuming if I'll do other card review videos, maybe, cannot guarantee anything. But we shall see. Hopefully, we see some support for some of these cards that we've seen now. Hopefully, Reno gets other good support. Or, you know.
Yeah, Reno.
We see more taunts for this Armadillo, you know. Armadillo.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So.
For sure. And, you know, you'll get your free quest on the 6th. Just,
Yeah, you get your free card. If you buy a bundle, you get a golden card. If you buy the other bundle, you get another golden card. So you could go start the set with 3 legendaries, 2 of them golden.
Yeah, and, best of luck to not getting the mage quest. Good luck out there.
You're right.
If you get the mage quest, then, you know, that's unfortunate. But I'm going to get the rogue quest.
It's just a primordial glyph that you don't get to discover.
You know what? I think the rogue quest is going to be pretty lit. I don't even have to know what it is. I just think it's going to be pretty good.
What if it's like the mage quest? Like, they could have done that to the rogue quest.
If
they seriously could have done that and made your hero power B get...
If they mess up the rogue quest... Hang on. If they mess up the rogue quest, I will make it good. I will find a way.
Do you think... Like, they could have made it so it'd be 2 mana and a card from another class. Like, how that be the quest reward for the rogue. But that's...
No. Stop it. Stop saying...
No, but you have tests, so you're fine. That could still be pretty good.
But, like, that's not good enough. Okay?
What do you mean?
No, that's just... No, that's not good.
If it's infinite?
If it's anything like the mage quest, I'm giving up.
No, you have now Brann to play with. You've turned over a new leaf. You've become a hunter player.
No, stop. Rogue will always be my favorite class.
I mean, Rogue got nuts, right? Rogue got King Togwaggle last time, which was a nut card.
Okay, that doesn't mean they're not going to get a pretty nice quest. You know, I still have high hopes. I haven't seen... I mean, there's no Rogue Legendaries out yet. We still got 2 of them to look at.
We do.
You know, there's no Priest Legendaries, so...
You're right.
There.
We haven't seen the quest for
honestly,
either.
I feel like the Priest ones are going to be good. I feel like no matter what, the Priest ones are...
I mean, the epic was nuts. Just resummon a minion that died this game and give it reborn so it comes back again.
And Plague of Death really isn't that bad either.
It's not. But that's something too, though. Those were epics. Were those the only epics we've seen so far?
No, we've seen Yogg-Saron's Puzzle Box.
Okay, so that's what it's messing the caliber-wise with. But...
Yeah, Plague of Murlocs.
Oh, yeah. Well, Plague of Murlocs is pretty good, too. The epics in this set are looking pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The rares are... I feel like a lot of the rares are bad, though. Besides Questing Explorer.
Earthquake.
Well, yeah, Earth. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
But
your Plague of Madness, my
embalming
Embalming,
so bad. Embalming is
false.
like worse.
I would totally pay 4 mana to kill something. I don't know what's wrong with
No,
you.
no. I don't know what is wrong with you. Okay.
So what if I want to increase my reform legendaries? I don't see an issue. But anyway.
All right, we had our conversation.
We did. That was all last video. That's it. That's in the past. We're gonna wait to see what else comes out. Anyway. That shuts down no duplicates, let me tell you. But
Yes,
but warlocks won't have a card like that, so we don't have to worry.
You don't know that though. What if they do?
We haven't seen the Warlock legendary, but I feel
what
like
if
that's
they
a
do?
hero mechanic. The saviors of Uldum mechanic.
You know what? If they do embalming, you have to say it with me. Embalming card. If it is.
Well, yeah, that's why that they're not gonna do it, because that would be counterintuitive.
Well, I mean, they want to make it a good drawback, though, right? What if they do? If they actually do, Rogue is gonna be so, or not Rogue, but Warlock is gonna be. I mean, they're down a card. That's like a horrible card.
I mean, yeah, but that's not happening. So anyway.
You don't know that.
Now, if they had a neutral no duplicate, then maybe I'd be like, okay. But anyway, I would say from what we've seen so far, it's looking like it's going to be a hero mechanic, but it's okay. All right. With that, like I said before, like, comment, share, subscribe, binge, watch this stuff on this channel. There will be more to come at a later date when I come back from my adventure across the seas. Okay. With that, we will catch you guys in the future. Good luck. Have fun cracking open packs when it's set release if I don't see you guys beforehand. And enjoy your summer. Alright? With that, we'll catch you guys later. Bye!
It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, because my dreams are bursting at the seams.